The Swaniti Initiative is building capacity by working with government officials. Specifically, we are working with senior bureaucrats and members of parliaments. And what we're doing is essentially we are creating what we call dashboards, data dashboards, which gives them real-time information about the state of their district, constituency, or state, about how government programs are being delivered there. So for example, we just are working in a district called Balasore in Orissa. And what we did was we went to every household, we collected information on how public schemes and programs were being delivered to every individual. And then what we did was we created a dashboard for the local government officials as well as for the member of parliament to see how many people, where, which blocks, which areas have access to which program, so that they can make better decisions about what programs they want coming up, as well as how the current programs are performing. There certainly is a huge space for third-party groups in data and evidence, primarily because governments increasingly are seeing value in what data can offer and what evidence can offer, but there isn't as much of an inbuilt expertise within government right now, which certainly is growing. And I think it can grow further as third-party groups come in and work in tandem with governments to build that. One of the big things, for example, which we noticed within the context of Indian government is that the Indian government has a lot of flagship programs which get announced. So in a very tangible way where lives can be improved in that case is to track those programs and to measure the exact impact of what they're having right now. And these programs are large not just because of the fund allocated, but because of the number of lives it can improve. And it can better. And these are very pivotal programs like health insurance. So if you essentially have a tracking of whether or not a government-provided health insurance has helped improve healthcare, then you can assess whether or not it makes sense to continue it or if there's an iteration which would better that program. The coalition is really important, and this forum particularly is such a valuable experience, is because for someone like me, we get to see what's going on globally. We get to see what other countries are doing. So we just heard about Kenya and we just heard about Uganda. And so being able to see how much those countries are doing around informed policy making gives us a confidence to know that there are models which we can take back, and B, gives us tangible insight on what we can take back to the country.